Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're planning a family getaway and trying to decide between Great Wolf Lodge and Kalahari, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll start with our experience at Great Wolf, and then take you through Kalahari, and finally compare them. I'll tell you what the kids loved, what the adults loved, and the pros and cons of each. First up is Great Wolf Lodge. What I love most about Great Wolf Lodge is the atmosphere. The wooden architecture and warm lighting make it feel very cozy. It's a huge building, but it feels quaint and homey. The entry is a communal area where you'll find families hanging out for nighttime dances, bedtime stories, and morning yoga. This area really sets the tone for the family-friendly atmosphere. On our last visit, we were disappointed in the dining options, but they recently added a new restaurant, which we did not try, but intend to on our next visit. With recent renovations, Great Wolf has added a new check-in area. This is a huge upgrade because the check-in line took up a lot of space in the main entryway. At check-in, they hand out wolf ears for the family to wear during their stay, which is one of our family's favorite little additions to the overall feel of the experience. The rooms at Great Wolf are the highlight of the trip. They are clean, roomy, and very affordably priced. We paid $230 a night for this room. This is a child's suite room that has one queen bed, a bunk bed, and a third bed for children, plus a pull-out sofa. Our family absolutely loved this room, and the kids loved that they had their own private space. The room continues the great theming and design. You feel like you're in a small cabin in the woods rather than a huge resort. The water park at Great Wolf is huge and very well lit with natural light. It feels very open, and most of the rides are visible from everywhere in the park. There is a wide variety of slides for all ages to enjoy. There is also a small shop to purchase bathing suits and swimming equipment. They have a large children's area for toddlers and small children. Fort McKenzie is the splash playground for older kids that has several body slides that adults can also ride. This area is a bit run down and in need of updates, but it is still fun and a great place for kids to work up the courage for bigger slides. All the water slides are well labeled and have a rating for their intensity. The toilet bowl is probably the most thrilling tube ride in the park, so if you're comfortable with this, then you should be fine riding all of them. My daughter and I loved this ride, and we probably rode it 20 times or more. But for the whole family, we preferred to ride Double Barrel Drop. Our kids spent a lot of their time running and hopping on the lily pads. My kids even convinced me to give it a go. The recent addition to the park was much needed to compete with Kalahari's water slide lineup. This area added a drop door slide, racer mat slides, and a pro slide switchback similar to the Wild Wildebeest at Kalahari, only with smaller walls and drops. The facility as a whole is very clean, but the bathrooms were exceptionally clean. The water park has a counter service restaurant with standard bar food, so you don't have to dry off to go get a bite to eat. One thing that really sets Great Wolf apart from Kalahari are the friendly staff. Everyone there seemed like they were having a good time and were very outgoing. The outdoor area has a brand new pool and hot tub. This area wasn't open when we were there because it was still under construction. There is also a large adventure ropes course for adults and children to enjoy.
I thought they actually closed it though, with a cover. I think this is the new area that's opening up soon.
Great Wolf has a large arcade with tons of games. We played some games, but we didn't spend a lot of our time in here because we like to spend the majority of our time in the water park. But if you're into arcades, then you're definitely going to have a good time here. Great Wolf has a lot of fun kids activities like gemstone mining, a mirror maze, miniature bowling, glow-in-the-dark mini golf, and the activity your kids will likely have the most fun will be with Magic Quest. Our family spend each night of our 2-night stay playing Magic Quest until bedtime. Just outside of the water park, there's a pizza and ice cream shop. The pizza was actually very good, and it's open late, which was nice because by the time we finished up each night, it was around 9:30. There's a souvenir shop near the lobby. The kids' favorite part of the shop was the rock candy and being able to stuff their own Great Wolf Build-A-Bear. There's also a Dunkin' Donuts for your morning coffee. Since the breakfast buffet was terrible and wildly overpriced on our last visit, we took a short drive to a hidden gem across the street, and wow, it did not disappoint. They serve real eggs and delicious homemade bagels, baked goods, and coffee. It was obvious that this was a local favorite as many came through while we were there. At the end of the day, Great Wolf has a dance party in the lobby. They play music and have a mini light show. The kids look forward to it, and it really wraps up the day by bringing all the families together in a lively atmosphere that adds a special moment to the whole experience. Next up is Kalahari. The first thing you'll notice is that it's a massive complex. They have some nice animal statues as you drive in and a children's playground outside. Kalahari uses check-in kiosks. This was quick and easy, but lacked a touch of personal interaction. It was slow on our check-in date, so we were able to check in at 10 a.m. The lobby is large with lots of little shops, including some quick-serve food, but it has a very mall vibe and not much theming. There is a well-designed fireplace with animal statues in the corner next to a window that overlooks the water park. This is a great spot for family photos. At Kalahari, we chose the standard double queen room because the cost of the suite with the kids' bunks did not seem worth it. The room is what you would expect out of a standard hotel. There was nothing special about it, but it was clean and comfortable. The room has 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, a full bath, a microwave, and a mini fridge. Kalahari's arcade is absolutely massive. It's packed with games and activities like mini bowling, bumper cars, escape rooms, laser tag, 7D motion theater, and more. The layout is a bit odd because you walk through the arcade to get to the water park, and the signage isn't that great. The kids' playground at Kalahari is awesome for both adults and kids. There are toddler slides and larger body slides for older kids. The slides are at the perfect level of intensity for your kids to work up the confidence to try the bigger slides. There's a huge lazy river that has a few water features and winds throughout the park. There is also a flow rider. To get on the flow rider, you need to schedule a time and pay an extra fee. Kalahari has a great lineup of slides for thrill seekers. In this area of the park, they have a drop door slide, a plunge slide, and the racer mats. There are also 2 single tube slides for all ages. The racer mat slides are short but intense, as you can see by the air I caught coming over the final hill. As you walk by the wave pool to the large tube slides, this is really the only area in the park where you get natural light. The rest of the park feels more like a warehouse. There are several spots in the water park to order food and even more options for drinks. One big downside of the water park was that the bathrooms were very run down. The main locker rooms were clean and well kept, however, the showers only put out cold water. The best part of Kalahari, and the main reason why I would come back to this park, are the large family tube slides. Smoke That Thunders and Wild Wildebeest have big drops and large wall slides. Our family rode these slides 20 times or more while we were there. They're a blast and you won't regret going on them. They have a slide called the Tanzanian Twister that is similar to the toilet bowl at Great Wolf Lodge. However, this one is a body slide. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would because I found it to be a rough ride. The thing my wife and I were looking forward to the most was the Grotto Cave Bar. Unfortunately, it was closed because the park was so empty, but for that same reason we were able to get on as many rides as we wanted to. They also have another swim-up bar where you can swim through a door to a large hot tub outside. One huge benefit of going to Kalahari is the restaurants. There is pretty much a restaurant for every type of food you could think of. We went to Sortino's, the Italian restaurant, and the food was amazing. It was worth every penny.
I got the chicken tenders with fries.
Were they good?
Very good.
Would you order it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you get, Ari?
Traditional Caesar salad.
Was it good? Yeah. You added chicken? Chicken was good?
With extra eggs.
Would you get it again?
She didn't want eggs,
Okay.
but they did give her eggs, didn't
I
they?
actually tried it. It's pretty good.
But you like the egg? Okay.
I got the chicken parm,
But it has gummy
and it was enough for 2 people to eat for sure.
Is that candy?
But it's delicious, and I would get it again.
Okay.
Nice. I got the chicken marsala, and as you can see, I could not finish it. I am very full, but it was very delicious.
I'm going to wrap this video up with a comparison. I'll go over the rooms, the atmosphere, the rides, the dining, and overall value to hopefully help you answer the question, which park should I take my family to? For the rooms, Great Wolf Lodge gets the point. The rooms are well themed, clean, and more affordable to accommodate a family with small children. For the rides, it depends on the level of thrill you are seeking. Kalahari has more thrilling slides and a greater number of slides. However, even a thrill seeker would not be disappointed in the slide lineup at Great Wolf Lodge. This park is not just for little kids. For dining, Kalahari wins in a landslide. They have high-end restaurants and a wide range of counter-service foods. Great Wolf Lodge absolutely gets the point for atmosphere. The theming is immersive, the coziness of the resort, the rooms, the natural lighting of the water park, the friendly staff, and the family morning and nighttime activities really keep you in that vacation feel. If you are looking to spend less money for a great time, Great Wolf Lodge gets the point for value. In my opinion, the lower cost of Great Wolf does not equate to a lesser experience. I hope this video helps you decide which park is right for you and your family. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for future content, and I'll see you on the next one.